Alright, first of all guys, forgive me if there's a bunch of noise, but we're in an industrial area, so there's a lot of noise, alright? But here it is. Here's the 4-door that Curly Fab is going to be building. The engine is going to be coming out because the block is going to get built. So he already has the wide front fenders right here, color matched as well. The car is just really dirty, but we're going to be having some slicks on here. From what I heard, he's pulling out the engine today. Mr. Curly Fab himself. Based on what Curly Fab says, this is some upgraded axles compared to stock ones. You can see a significant difference. He says these axles right here have seen around 1,000 horsepower, so they have been proven. And these are junk. Driver's side is out. This bad boy to come out. So according to Curly, this engine back in 2009 made about 650, 620 to the wheels. But is this the one that you're gonna build, or you have a different engine? Alright, what's going on, LFATV? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record all the parts last time that Curly Fab is going to be working with pretty much with this project. So I'm going to finish that installment today. I'm going to show you guys exactly what kind of aftermarket parts he's gonna be doing. His turbo setup, you know, his fuel management, and all kinds of stuff like that. Other cool parts that he has lined up for his build, and I'm gonna show you guys today. So let's go. What up, Curly Fab?
What's up?
I see you're going hard on your harness over here. Alright fellas, so basically out of everybody that you guys have met through the channel, I would have to say that the one that's really actually building a race car is Curly Fab, because some of these parts that he has lined up here are kind of like, you know, no joke. So I'll let him do some of the talking, because some of the stuff I don't know what it is. So just basically run us through your parts.
Well, as far as everything, most people that make power know that it's not about how much you make, it's how much you put down. So we want to make sure that the suspension's all gonna be good, and we ended up going with the ESM race spherical bearings, doing everything spherical on it. We're doing everything solid as far as all the control arms, bushings go. They're all solid spherical ones. The outer tie arms, and pretty much this is all the all the mounts for all the suspension stuff that goes in the front. Along with all the rear stuff, like just the rear bushings and stuff. We just want the car to be solid and be able to put the power down. That will be for suspension. We do have a drag coil setup that we are running, but I will not give the specifications on that yet because I don't know if we will be keeping it or we'll be changing it, depending on how it acts with the car and how it works for us. As far as management goes, I'm using just the Honda S300. This is the latest version with the Bluetooth, and originally I was only gonna do the Honda, but then got a little carried away and decided to not wait until I had an issue with the distributor, so we ended up getting the Honda coil pack retrofit so that I could run the K-Series ignition coils, just to eliminate having any issues with that or any spark blowout once we start making some power. I also got the Honda traction control, and that would be as far as it goes for the ECU stuff. We're just trying to get as much traction as we can with this car, seeing that I do have a pretty high power goal to reach and don't want to spin too much.
What are your goals as far as power? Or
well, as far as with the stock transmission, I want to go somewhere into the 800s. I know it's going to be hard because the transmission might not take the power, but I want to see if I could reach it even if I break the transmission in the process. I'm currently saving up to order one of the PPG dog boxes, so hopefully my transmission will hold enough until I get enough money to do that. And for injectors, we are going with some AUS 2200s. These are the company that's local, so the reason I want them is because if I have any issues, then the guy is really good about his stuff, so I could just run down there and get it taken care of real quick instead of having to wait for shipping or anything with other companies.
So that's something good about AUS, because they're locally ran here in Arizona, so that's kind of convenient for pretty much all of us, because we're all gonna pretty much be running AUS injectors, so pretty cool.
Since I am doing a rebuild on the motor just because the motor was built back in 2010, and although it doesn't have more than 5,000 miles of runtime due to the original car it was built for getting flipped, and then once we bought it off that friend that we originally built it for, it sat for a while inside the car. So I'm just refreshing it up. Speed Factory was nice enough to send us this JE Pro gasket. I've used a few in the past and they work really good compared to this factory one, and that's why I ended up going with this. For boost control, we'll be going with the Precision 66mm wastegate and Precision, I forget what size the blow valve is, but it's a big boy too, just because it looks nice and we want to keep as much boost control as we can on the car. So this will be the wastegate that will be running on the car. And I will get a 44 right now, just like a regular 60 gate, so you can see the difference in size. And this would be the blow valve. Again, I forgot what size it is that is called, but here she is. And this actually have a tile one that you can see the difference on it. So this will be what a tile Q would look like next to the blow valve is going to be going on the car. Just a Precision.
That's a big boy right there.
A lot of people might think it's a lot, but hey, might as well do it one time.
Go big or go home, I guess. Alright, so we went ahead and reorganized the table to finish showing off some of the rest of the parts that he has lined up here for his setup. So we didn't show this right now, but it basically has a AUM fuel rail to go with the AUS injectors and stuff. So
we do have a new one in the package. That one's just didn't want to take it out, but it's the same exact fuel rail. Just one has the fuel pressure regulator on it for right now. It will be getting switched for a bigger one. So as far as cooling goes, we will be running just the Speed Factory race radiator. It should be enough just because the car won't be getting driven that much in the street just at night, and it should be pretty cool by then. But if we have any issues, we will move to a bigger one. I didn't get to show these, but these are the hood latches, the quick release K-tune hood latches. We're running those as well, along with the. I still have to order a few more gauges, but right now we have the boost gauge and wide van. We'll be ordering an oil pressure gauge and maybe a couple of other ones just to have them. And
we'll be able to monitor everything that's going on in the engine.
So even though we could do that to the Honda, sometimes it's just tying into Bluetooth with the phone or whatever, or carrying a laptop around just to be looking at it. As far as the turbo goes, we will be going with the Precision 75-78. If I do go any smaller than that, it will probably be 64-66 would be probably the smallest I would go for. But this is the one we'll be most likely running, which is the 75-78. We'll be running the low cash CNC valve cover. This wasn't necessary, but
it's just beautiful.
Really wanted it. So I mean, still budget build. This is probably the most expensive thing that's going on there besides the turbo.
But I mean, look at that machinery. It's just.
Along with this beautiful low cash valve cover, we did go ahead and purchase the coil plug plate, so it lets us mount the coil packs on there. I am also going to be running the VTEC setup, so I did get the CNC low cash VTEC plate block off, along with the distributor plate block off as well, since we will no longer be running the distributor on this car. Just some nice little things to run, make the engine stand out a little bit. That's pretty much as far as everything for now. I still have other things to get, but I will get those as soon as the car is up and running. But I have the essentials as far as what the car needs to drive, and we still gotta figure out which wheels some will be running, and tire size. I already know what I have to do for as far as the class I want to run. I just haven't figured out on what wheel I want to get yet.
In case you guys don't remember, Curly Fab is a fabricator, so as far as the manifold goes, I'm pretty sure he's gonna do something very nice, and I'll be showing you guys that later too. So
the manifold will be a one-off, forward-facing. Will have its own placement compared to the other forward faces we have here, because we do offer a few forward faces that we do for the black label companies that we do things for. But I want to be running my own design with my own placement as far as manifold. Intercooler, I probably will just go with something from Speed Factory, just because they make really good product, and I don't want to take the time to make so many things and all that. Get lazy sometimes.
Like I said, Curly Fab is going all out. He's definitely gonna outdo us when it comes to our build, so that's why it's taking a lot longer than ours. But he's still gonna catch a gap by the Supra, maybe.
Got him!
I'm just kidding, folks. So if you guys are excited as all of us are for his build, you know, I wanted to introduce his build to the channel. So man, follow along, and if you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment down below. And by the way, folks, I don't know if you guys have seen some of the all-wheel drive builds that are going around YouTube. Just so you guys know, this is off of this is what, a what?
Honda wagon?
A Honda wagon. This is a transfer case, right?
No, it's a diff.
Oh, diff. So this is a diff from a Honda wagon. And that only means, yes guys, all-wheel drive. So Curly Fab and his team have an all-wheel drive build coming along soon, and I'll be showing you guys that later on also, because that one's gonna be a crazy build as well. I believe that one's gonna be a K-Series, right?
Yeah, it'll be
a fully built.
Making it, we're hoping to make 1300 on that one. The motor has made 1104 of a short block that will be going in the car as well. That should be good for 1100 horsepower as well. Hoping to make a little bit more. And then that EK right there is also another little shop build that we're doing.
They got some crazy builds going along, guys, so
we're just waiting for Speed Factory to send us the stuff for that. I was getting a tuck radiator along with the Speed Factory intercooler, and then I'll be getting a custom top mount made by us, along with some custom exhaust by us and custom charge piping.
So by us, who are you guys, Curly?
The shop is Finish Line Racing, but as far as the fabrication side goes, we are X Fabrication. That's what it goes for. We do the fabric, which is the little room that you guys have seen before. That's back there. Haven't decided which one we want to finish first. So with this,
we're having so many projects, they don't know what to finish first. But Curly Fabs is the first one. We said it. So yeah, it's a bit longer video, guys, but I just wanted to show you guys a lot of the stuff that Curly Fab's working on, and as you can hear, there's some of the stuff in the background. But yeah, man, I'll show you guys some of the stuff that is coming along. So you guys stay tuned, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notifications button, because these videos are coming in hot. Alright guys, so stay tuned, peace out.